Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kasam Vanka. I am the Application Development 3 Coordinator. And today, in this example, I'm going to walk you through a simple web API app. And I've put together this app, and I'm going to make this available a little later on. You will have an opportunity to download this app. It'll be published on the Classroom, on the Google Classroom. In this example, I've basically created a web API project, a simple web API project. We've got our controllers in here, and we have a controller called form test, and just written a very straightforward get method that returns a very simple object, and you can see that this method is returning a object of type change. And if you look at this object change, the object change is a class, it's got a name and it's got a surname. So let's go back to the form test controller. So all we're simply doing is there's a get method, that's our action verb. It's a REST API because we've got a get method. So we know from our discussions on REST that get methods or REST API returns HTTP action verbs, and the get method is a classic example of that verb. Okay, so I'm constructing the object and immediately returning the object directly in the controller itself. So let's just run this application so you can see what's happening here. Okay, I'm going to switch to Postman while this is running, and I've already pre-filled in Postman here. Look at the headers tab. I've got something called accept here, and I'm going to come back to the discussion on what this accept actually does. For now, in Postman I can just turn this off, so the no header has been implemented right now. And then what we are going to do is we're going to post, and so the URL for this application, form controller test is a controller name, so I'm going to post directly to this, the website /API form controller test. And how do we know, where do we get this API from? Let's go back into my project. If I have a look at the start, and then I go into something called web APIs. So my routing for my web APIs are controlled here. So you can see the routing template for the default web API is API, controller name, and then obviously our IDs. In this case, I have got two IDs, and the second ID is an optional parameter, and that's what I'm telling .NET, that the second ID is an optional parameter. So let's go back here to my application. I'm doing a get because the controller here is accepting a get, doing a get request, passing to that URL, submit, and you can see what's coming back. It is actually returning this information as JSON. Okay, now how can we change this? How can we return XML? So one of the things that the web API has built in is we have the ability to tell the web API what data to return to us, and how we do that is basically by putting an accept method in the header. So I've got an accept here, and in here I specify the value, which is application /XML. So if I repost this message to the server, you can see back that it's coming back with, now it's returning XML. If I wanted to return JSON passing the accept header, I can just change this to JSON. And what you will see here is when we run this, it's now returning JSON. Okay, so this is a very simple example of returning information or interacting with the web API, and we are returning basic information from our controller.